Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm sorry I haven't seen you in a while, been out for a little bit, but I am back and it's good to see you. We've got 3 hours we're gonna be spending together today. We're gonna start you off with some electronics. We've got a clever solutions show in our second hour, and then later on we've got a great kitchen show. And in that kitchen show, there's some clearance items, a couple of which I bought at full price, and I will tell you they're awesome. So make sure you stick with us, get yourself some coffee. We're gonna go right off the top here with some really cool electronics. And maybe you didn't get the fancy earbuds or the little headphones or things that you wanted over Christmas, but you thought, yeah, I really wish I could have gotten those. Well, this is a company called Rhythm. It's a 2-pack of Rhythm wireless sweat-resistant headphones. The brand actually is called Juku. Love these things, okay? Because first of all, they're very, very affordably priced, and they give you all the great benefits of the real fancy, expensive ones without the worry of losing a $100 pair of wireless earbuds. Anyway, 624-244 is the item number. You get 2 of these. So when you order today, remember that you will get one in black, and then you will get one in colors. And I have the colors. I'll step around and show you. So up front, you'll get a gold and a black. You'll get a purple and a black. You have a red and a black, or you'll get your choice of a blue and a black. It's kind of great, so you could keep one at work. You could take one with you to the office, or take one with you on the road, as I was gonna say. They are only $24.99, and they are free shipping today. Bill Duggan's here. Hi, Bill.
Good morning, welcome back.
Hi, bud. You are the earbud guy.
Hey, no one likes to listen to my music.
No, but you know what? It's so great to have these because, first of all, if you are listening to music, you can keep it kind of private to yourself. They're very, very comfortable to wear, and there's a difference between these and just the buds. A lot of people like the buds. Some are worried they're going to lose them all the time. What I like about these ones, Bill, is that these just hang on your neck when you're not using them. They're almost like glasses that hang around your neck.
Yeah, they're there when you need them, which is important because a phone call comes in, or maybe all of a sudden you want to take the dog out, or you want to listen to music, take a telephone call. You can just hook this over your ear. I don't have to stick it in my ear, worry about it falling out, because it just laces right over your ear. And you got to realize this design, it's designed after a $200 set of headphones.
Right.
Yet you're getting a lot more actually upgrades, if you ask me, because you see how it has this nice over the ear hook, but it's comfortable. It's not molded plastic, it's really malleable and comfortable, so it just hangs on there. You have customizable ear gels, which we're giving you as well. Another thing you're noticing is look at the cable. It doesn't have that brick right in the middle where your pause and play would be, because it's all right here on top. So it's right there on your ear, hooked in place, secure, water resistant, sweat resistant. So if you do get a little bit of a workout, because maybe this is that little bit of an incentive you need, and at this price, you leave one in the gym bag and then you have one at home, or you leave one at the office and you have one at home, or one is for you and you gift them. Because trust me, I have that $200 set of headphones. Yeah. I like them, but I have left them on the treadmill. I have left them at the hotel, and then all of a sudden you're like, you're out $200 and you're scrambling, you're making phone calls, you're running back.
Especially if you go away somewhere, you're not going to drive all the way back to get, $30 or $40 headbud. Now, if they're 150, then you might be like, oh no, I gotta fill up the tank and go back.
It's a gift for a kid, and they leave them at a friend's house. It's not like, oh, we have to run all the way back. I mean, it's actually, it's the best price we've ever had. It's just over $12 each.
50% off if you want to buy them today, and they're not going to last. I don't have a lot of these to go around. It's kind of like almost clearance after the holiday. So, and these, in any category, these were crazy, crazy busy for us during holiday season. I think just because, first of all, they're affordable. The sound is fantastic. Obviously, anybody that's worn earphones or earbuds or whatever knows that concentrated sound is great. Right. You can hook these up, obviously, with your phone, which is great too.
Any phone.
If somebody calls you, no matter what kind of a smartphone you have, you can simply tap the little button on your ear, and you're right in there, and you're listening to your phone calls and not having to hold the receiver as well. It's free shipping today, and again, I emphasize this is for 2. So if you want to get one for yourself, you want to get one for your girlfriend or your buddy or whatever it is, or your kids, you could do that. That's another thing too. I would think twice. And listen, my son is 17, but whatever. He still doesn't put the toilet seat down and things like that. So I'm like, well, this is the truth. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to give him a $150 pair of earphones. Not going to do that because, and even that, let's be honest, I forget things all the time. So this is a great way to get something that's really a value, but you're not going to worry about. Like if you, for instance, if you're sitting at the beach and you took these off, I wouldn't think, oh my God, somebody's going to steal them. Good, take my $14 things and go to jail.
They're durable, and that's just it. You want to make sure they're going to last. You want to make sure if they get lost, you're not going to be out a lot. And here are the 4 colors that you have to pick from. That's the gold, the blue, the red, the purple, and then on top of that, everyone's going to be getting that nice black pair. They're all designed to be stellar in terms of audio, easy to pair, comfortable. Like, look, I'm just having them hung on my ear. So where's pause and play? Pause and play is that button right over there. You have your volume control and skip it track right up at the top. They have a great battery life, and the cool part about it is they look cool, but they perform really impressively. Because what happens is, like right now, maybe someone in the house is asleep. You want to pair it with the television with Bluetooth, these will work. Taking the kids to school in the morning, they're wanting them to watch something on their phone, you don't want to hear it anymore, pair it to the phone. Android, Apple, doesn't matter, the tablet doesn't matter. It matters just about getting it home. So like I have this one paired to my tablet, which is great, because maybe I just use the gold one when I'm tablet listening at work. So I still have another pair, that black pair, that I can take to the gym, I can take for a walk. Or you know what, maybe you have chores around the house. Whether you're folding laundry, you want to be able to be hands-free, you can wear this set. Maybe you have to take down the Christmas lights and you're on a ladder, but you want to listen to a little bit of music. You don't have to worry about cords because you can be 30 feet away from the device and easily still get all that audio.
And that's standard. Even with the really expensive ones, it's all about 30 to 35 feet away, which is about as far as you'd want to be from the source anyway. But I can't emphasize enough, this is a giveaway, guys. We're doing 2 for 1. These used to be $49.99 for the 2-pack. They dropped the price down to $25, and it's only $5 to get it home on FlexPay. If you don't know what FlexPay is and you're new, it's just a way to divide up the price so you don't have to pay it all at once. That's also just pay the $5. We'll ship it out to your house. You decide whether you want to keep it or if you want to send it back, which you totally could if you want. Although I think for this price, it's like just once you put them in your ears and you pair them up with your phone, you're going to be like, this is great. And I should remind you too that they're not all created equally. What I really love about this brand is you really can barely even feel these in your ear. Like, they are so soft. The little tip that's on the end is made of this kind of like little gel material, and it's really, really super soft. And then this is super flexible, so no matter what kind of, you know, whacked out ear you might have or whatever, well, everybody's ear is different.
Or hairstyle.
Yeah, and your ears grow your whole life. Did you know that?
They do not.
Yeah, they grow your whole life. So there's room for expansion. if you know,
but that's just it.
You get these big old
have earrings. Some of us have big hair, and they don't want to mess up their hair because you know you wear this around the office, it's not quite discreet. Let's put it that way. Or if you take these to the gym, you know, a lot of these are not made for sweat and to be, you know, doing sit-ups or running on the treadmill because they can be a little top heavy. These are designed to be comfortable, lightweight, and I'm going to press play because I want you to hear the audio. So where's the microphone? I mean, that's a really crisp, full sound. It does not perform.
That's not even in your ear.
Like a $15 set of headphones.
No, it doesn't.
Pause and plays right there. You see that little button? It's not just for style, but that button right there. Pause, play. Same button takes my telephone calls. I mean, really feature rich. And you're being a smart shopper too. Because think of it this way. Maybe one is for you and like, what am I gonna do with that second pair? It's Administrative Assistance Day coming up. It's Valentine's Day. It's Easter right after that. And you wanna just give them something other than candy, something a little practical, yet it's $12 and they will use it. One of the #1 accessories to all our tablets and smartphones is a way to hear them. Because we wanna hear it privately, because you know, right now I wanna listen to my country music. Guy does not want to. He wants to, you know, focus on work or take a telephone call.
Sure.
It really speaks to a lot of different users in a different way.
Yeah, and let me tell you, if you put these on in the middle of work, everybody will notice that you're not doing work, more than likely.
You're doing
Maybe you're
else.
just listening to music or doing something else. And there's a time and place for these. Like I said, if you're at home and you want, first of all, you're gonna spend a lot more money on these usually.
For sure.
And you want that sort of close out the world experience, that's fine. What's nice about these is they're ideal for things like exercise or activities.
Right.
So if you're on a treadmill or if you're, you just need to have one sort of a little bit of like, okay, maybe the phone's ringing in the background and I need to get it. These are perfect for that. So one more time, let me tell you that when you order today, my producer Jared just said we are just got extremely busy. I think people are looking and they're going, oh wait, I get two? Yeah, you get two. So here you go. If you order today, you get a black and a blue. Every one comes with a black, and then you just pick a color to go along with it. So it does come in black and blue, black and red. This is black and purple in the back, and then this is black and gold. This is the most popular, this gold color. They do come individually boxed, so if you are thinking about a gift for somebody, it could be any kind of, heck, you got Valentine's coming up. Be a nice little extra here, honey, I bought you these too.
Throw in a gift card if you want to coffee or to get some music.
Or even, a lot of people have I don't, but a lot of people have like a gift closet. I'm just not sophisticated enough for
You don't think ahead,
I'm
do
just
you?
like, oh yeah, it's on its way. It's in the mail. Don't worry, it's coming, I swear.
I have a re-gift closet.
But if you are one of those people that likes to plan ahead, this is a really, really good idea. And again, you sacrifice nothing. The sound quality of these is just pretty much like any other that are out there.
Right.
The only real difference you have to realize is you're going to be paying for name brands, which some people love.
Actually, you brought up a great point. So what Rhythm has done is they've cut out the middleman. So we're trying to hear the audio clip here. It's a video, guys talking, moms talking. So what do? I grab my Rhythm headphones, I put them in my ear, I'm gonna turn them on, and before you know it, I'm turning it on, connected. that audio that quickly has paused, paired, and play. So what does that mean? I can pause it just like that. I have the range to walk away, get comfortable on the couch, do work at the desk if I need to, still hear the audio, whether it's from my phone or my computer. I press play on my headphones. I increase the volume from my headphones and realize that's an Apple tablet. Will work on Android, the exact same thing, great battery life, sweat and water resistant. And when we talk about gifts, do you know what kind of phone someone has? Doesn't matter, tablet, doesn't matter. As long as it has Bluetooth, it will work. And you mentioned a great point. So this is Joku, and this is a rhythm style because of that nice over-the-ear look. And what they've done is they have given us, they've cut out the middleman. They really have just made it that easy and obtainable for us to get. Because this is designed, that over-the-ear hook is designed after a $200 set of headphones. So if you give this rose gold to someone, you're gonna be looking on point at the gym. And don't forget, you get the gold, but then you get a black pair. And then maybe you wanna get the blue pair. And you know, we talk a lot, you know, about for ourselves, but one of the best reviews we ever had, they got these for groomsmen gifts. Because there was like 6 groomsmen, and it came out to $12 each.
I got some like jerky hand, like pocket knife or something. I don't even know what I did with it.
And you'll use this. I mean, even if you have that expensive.
Pocket knife's all right, but I mean, like this is something I would use a lot more. I'm not gonna be cutting things every day, but I would love to listen, taking phone calls and things like that.
And actually, you brought up a cool point too. I mean, maybe you have a pair like this.
Sure.
But say you're going to the beach, or it's a road trip. Are you gonna bring these and
Danny has 2 pairs of these, and he brings these when we travel.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's just it. It's convenient for anything, just to go out and walk the dog a little longer, or go to the gym. And then these really just check a lot of boxes.
Yeah, and again today, the value is unsurpassed. So normally $49.99 for 2. If you buy it today, half price. You still get 2, a color and one of the black, and it's only $5 to send it to your house. The shipping is free today. What amazes me, never do you see a 50% off and free shipping on anything. That's kind of redundant right there, that you're getting that much of a push on this, but it's great. We have some inventory, so we're pushing it out because we know you're gonna fall in love with these. And you know, like we said, if you lose a pair over the season, we usually get these in stock pretty regular basis from different companies, and they really are all really, really great. These just happen to be a giveaway today. So maybe you were on the fence before about them and you're like, you know, I think I will get these. I have a minute left. Really quickly, would you just talk to pairing these, how easy it is?
Yeah, sure.
Anybody that has a phone can use this.
So Android, Apple, it doesn't matter. Oh, excuse me. Let me just take that telephone call. These are not paired. Actually, the purple one's paired, but my accept button is up here in my ear. So I hit that accept button. Boom, stop the ringing, take that telephone call.
So you're on the phone.
So I'm on the phone right now. So even a $12 wireless headphone for your telephone calls is great. Because you have to think of it this way too. Audio is not just music. It's in movies, it's in games, it's all over social media and those videos, and it's those telephone calls. So to wirelessly be able to listen to it, to hear it better, it's convenient. And once I've paired it to my device, because I can show you again down here, I don't know if we have time, but I've paired it to our tablet. And the thing is, what you notice is it's paired. So I'm gonna turn this one off, and then all of a sudden, once it's turned off, it's gonna unpair, which is fine, because it saves the battery and everything. So then, once it's paired to my tablet, this is the audio in my tablet, right over here. I'm sitting over here on my desk, our guy's talking, I can't hear it. So I'm stepping away and putting in my headphones, because maybe someone's trying to take a nap. So as soon as I turn it on, it's paired.
Boom.
It was that simple and easy.
I love that.
And that's what's important.
Tap of a button. Yeah,
Yep.
That's all you do. They're completely sort of sleek. Nobody's going to even know. Most people won't even know you have them in.
Right,
I mean, that's how great they are. And remember, when you need to do anything else, talk, whatever, you simply pop them out of your ears and let them hang around your neck. That's all you need to do. So a 2-pack today.
And
I know we went out of our clock. We have about 30 seconds left. I encourage you to grab it. Even if you're just buying gifts for down the road for folks, these are such a great gift. Come in a great little box. Remember, when you order, get a black and then you get a color. I have it in gold, most popular, blue, red, or purple. We'll ship them out. You'll have them in a week. They are free shipping as well. So if you love to listen to your music, or if you just love to have some privacy and listen to a phone call without everybody else hearing it, especially if you're in like a crowded place, or if you're like you're in DMV or something like that, everybody's around and you want privacy, up to 30 feet away from the source, either your tablet or your phone, they're perfect.
And they
Thank
won't
you,
get
Mr.
lost because they're tethered together.
And if they do, who cares? You got 2 pair. It only costs you 24 bucks for 2 pair.
Exactly.
It's a good deal.
Fed.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, my pleasure.
All right, everybody. Hey, still to come, Aaron Berger's going to be joining me at the end of the show, and he's got a brand new computer for you. This is a brand new design and super sleek. I love this because you know what? Listen, we carry lots of computers, $600, $700, $800 computers. They're great. But if you're at a point in your life where, you know what, I want a really nice computer, but I don't want to have to spend too much money on it, but I still want features, this is 4 gigs of RAM, a terabyte of hard drive. It has an optical drive, which means you can pop movies into this, which I love. That's always been my thing. I'm like, I want a DVD drive in there. It's got that, plus a lot of cool features, backlit screens, high definition everything, and it's on FlexPay 66, 67, and I think it's on 9-month VIP. It is. We're gonna work that price out for you, so that'll get your price even down probably in the 40s, and it's free shipping as well. 654492. Joe Harrison, my good friend Joe. It's good to see you, buddy. You know, I hope you had a good holiday, because I haven't seen you much since holiday, right?
No, I took a little break myself.
So I know we both got away. We probably did a lot of traveling. If you did any traveling on the road at all this season, and you did it without any kind of help from any kind of a GPS or anything like that, you are in for a treat here, because we say something special for you. It's our most affordable Garmin with the full 5-inch screen with voice command and free everything. So you get free traffic updates and lifetime alerts, always updated, which normally you have to pay for. You've walked into a great deal. When I look at this, I can't even believe it's only $129.99, because normally, even when these are on sale, they're in the $160 to $170 to $180 price range. If you go on Garmin's website, you're gonna see the full out price. Today I have them at $26, loaded with 5-star reviews, and we're running those across the bottom. But it's the best technology and the best features. It has the super smart driver alerts, so it has voice commands, so it's easy to follow. You simply talk to it and follow it. You get the lifetime of maps and traffic alerts, which happens every about 6 months. They will update all that, so you get the newest and latest information that's built in. A jumbo screen, and of course, what we love too, Joe, is that if you've got a smartphone or something like that, you can use it with that too.
You're exactly right. It has so many different conveniences that are built into this great big screen. 5-inch display, it's so easy to see. You know, it's bigger than your cell phone, and a lot of people end up trying to use your cell phone as that GPS unit, but unfortunately, what happens when you're using your cell phone, and then all of a sudden you get a phone call, then your GPS goes down, then you can't use it, then you're lost. This is the great thing about it, is it's already pre-programmed with millions and millions of points of interest. Now, points of interest is a place that you might be interested in. Whether it's a category, it could be shopping, could be going to a restaurant, could be going to need a gas station, to the bank, to an arts and attractions. So many great places that are on here. And it's already pre-installed, already onto your Garmin GPS. Now, as Guy mentioned, this has a lifetime of updates. And a lot of people assume an update is just for, ends up just being for the roads, but in reality, the updates are also for the points of interest. Like, you might be going to a place that's no longer on the map. This is going to update all those points of interest too, and you have that for a lifetime. Now, Garmin charges $79 every time you want to do an update. And you can have up to 4 updates a year. Yeah. So you have those for a lifetime that you're constantly updating. And the thing I love is too, as you're driving down the road, it gives you so much more information that's important to your drive. So on the right side of the screen, on the left side, it shows you exactly where you're going. It shows you a bird's eye view, so you see exactly where you're going. Now, when you come up to a junction, this even has something called junction view. Because do you ever get into like one of those situations where you see 4 or 5 lanes of traffic, and the guy's got like a road going this way,
Very
way,
confusing.
and you're like, which way do I need to go?
You know where that happens here? I think, is it right when you get off the Skyway and you're going that way?
Right.
All of a sudden, like, Tampa goes up to the right and to the left, and then if you want to, it's completely confusing.
Yeah, you think Tampa geographically is to the left, but I got to go to the right.
To the right
that's going to be wrong.
Yeah, it drives me
nuts.
nuts.
This even gives you a junction view, shows you which road you're supposed to take. It's really
Makes
an intelligent,
it clear and easy.
Super clear and super easy, and it also gives you that voice direction as well. On the right side of the screen, this tells you everything that's coming up, whether it's a gas station, whether it's a bank, whether you're hungry. It tells you where the closest places are on that road. But the great thing about having this is that as you start this off, you can pick a different place you want to go to. You can tap the screen because it is touchscreen, or you can use your voice. So if I want to bring it up, voice command.
Say a command.
Find place.
Speak the name of a place.
Walt Disney World. That's one of my...
Joe, you're always in Walt Disney World. In your
kids.
mind, you're always there, Joe.
Yes.
Start new route or at his next stop.
Start new route.
See, I
So now it's gonna pick
I
up-
have grown-up children, so I go universal. You're still, although Joe up here, Joe goes for himself.
Oh, wait a minute.
Love Disney.
You know, it's a fun day, but it's only an hour and a half
Well-
away. But there's often traffic.
Totally,
And often,
yeah.
you know, with my family, the kids
Often,
are
every time.
They're like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
hungry, or someone's got to go to the bathroom,
Sure.
or whatever it happens to be. This on that sidebar tells me exactly. Okay, there's the next gas station. There's the next restaurant.
Yeah.
There's the next bank. And guy, not
Regular
only
GPS doesn't do that.
exactly.
Yeah, no.
And it also tells me traffic too. So there are a couple different routes to get me to Disney, but the thing is, if it knows there's an accident on the road, or if it knows there's a better way to go, it will redirect me. So not only is it a lifetime of updates, it's a lifetime of traffic, so now I know exactly how to get there.
What I love about it, honestly, is that it's a dedicated machine that does what it's supposed to do. I mean, you know, your phone, bless our phones, they do everything, but we try to make the movie cameras, picture takers,
Right.
recording devices, GPSs. I mean, they do a million different things, right? And in addition to getting us on the internet and all the other stuff, but it wears a lot of hats. It does all of them okay. It doesn't do any one of them great, other than obviously taking and making phone calls, which is what it's supposed to do in the first place. But this is a dedicated global positioning system. It uses satellites to get you where you need to get as quickly as you possibly can. And if you need an emergency service, if you need a police officer, if you need to find a hospital, if you need to find, you know, a Roy Rogers or a restaurant, whatever it is you're going. Whatever you need, you can get it very, very quickly. Whereas when you're on your phone, it's not meant to do that. This price, by the way,
guy, we're getting
who's calling us?
We're getting a phone call.
Is that from Jared?
Hello?
Who is that?
Hey,
That's Jared.
That is Jared.
He's always bothering us.
Jared, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Want to get breakfast?
Let's get some breakfast. We're already on our way to Disney, so where should we go for
breakfast?
breakfast?
And then right to Disney right afterwards.
Where do you want to go?
I need pancakes, Joe.
What's a good pancake place?
Pancake House? IHOP?
Ooh, Jared, we're going to go to IHOP.
Do IHOP. Waffle House. Do Waffle
Ooh,
House.
Waffle House. All right, Jared, we're going to Waffle House. All right, buddy, we'll see you in a little bit.
Bye, Jared.
Gotta run.
See ya. Now watch what happens. As he hangs up, boom, and automatically it's gone. And that's the cool thing about it is you can be hands-free. Like my phone was down here,
So it
but the
just
thing,
goes
it
right back.
automatically connects to it. Now Jared wanted to go, I think Guy wants to go to Waffle House.
I think we should go to Waffle House.
All right, so then as you're driving down the road, voice command,
Say a command.
find place,
Speak the name of a place.
Waffle House.
Searching for Waffle House.
Oh yeah, there's only one.
Yeah. They're all over the place,
One.
Joe.
We're both talking at the same
ahead.
time. Let me
Sorry.
go tap. I'll tap the screen.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Yes.
Start new route or add as next stop.
Add as next stop. So now it doesn't cancel the old route. It just puts it right there as a destination, and now it's going to take us.
Take exit.
Boom. In 1 mile, we're going to head to Waffle House.
You are-
That simple, that
Smell-
easy.
Smell the waffles already.
I know.
It honestly, you're right. It is that easy, and you can still manually program this and hit the buttons if you're more. A lot of people do that if they've got somebody driving with them.
Yeah.
Just because it's less distracting to have somebody working the GPS, but they make it so you can handle this yourself. As far as connecting this to your car, what do you do?
Oh, all you have to do is you just, we give you the adapter, the power adapter to plug it in. You have
Yeah.
a suction cup mount that
So
will
it's
come
right
with
there.
it. So you put that right on your windshield. Sometimes you can put it down on your dashboard, and that's it. And your GPS is now ready to go. And we call this the Garmin Smart because you saw it just connected. It connected to my phone. I can take phone calls. I can do voice recognition. I can also accept text messages too. It all does it right there live in real time. Plus, it also gives you live traffic updates. So if something's happening, it'll actually move you around that traffic and move you around that accident. It'll let you know when there's a backup on the highway. All hands-free. You just saw us. We took a phone call and we were 100% hands-free. I love that they just added TripAdvisor recommendations. So if you want the best Philly cheesesteak, it's going to show you the best Philly cheesesteak.
You know, it does a lot. It really does.
Right.
And again, it's dedicated to giving you information. It's not trying to, it's not trying to be like we said, it's not trying to be your cell phone. It's not trying to be a movie camera. It doesn't, what it does is it gives you information. I always say it's kind of like having a personal valet or a personal assistant wherever you need to go. And think about the things you might need, especially if you're taking longer trips, 2, 3, 4 hours, where, you may have to stop to use the facility somewhere, or the kids might get hungry, or you're just unsure about, like, are we on this? Are we going, south? Are we going southeast? Where are we? All that is right in there, and it's programmed for you. And it'll never go away when a phone call comes in. See, unlike your cell phone, which they're not really, cell phones, again, are using towers. They're not as reliable as a global positioning system, true GPS, which you're getting. The price on this is the lowest I've ever seen on the 5-inch, on this model, which is the, I think we call this the GLM, the LMT?
The 51, yep.
Yeah, the 51. Lowest price that we've ever done on this. You can get it home for $26. Again, another free shipping. I love that we're doing a lot of free shipping today to get this home. And that FlexPay means just $26 to get it home. Try it out. You have 30 days to use it, and I guarantee it'll make a big difference. I would get it even if I'm just taking one big trip. I'd be like, get it. And then what you'll find is you're going to be using it all the time. So let's talk about the Garmin website and how they actually, I mean, it's a great website, don't get me wrong, but they will charge you, I think it's about $80, $79.99 for them to update your North American maps. And what that means is, well, here's the example. So things that are there now that weren't there 6 months ago. There's a lot of road things that happen.
1 in 5 roads change every year.
Restaurants that are added. I mean, think how quickly it takes to put in a Dunkin' Donuts, right? And they can be popping up all over. If you're not updated, you might be going to one that's farther than you need to go. So all that is updated.
It's constantly updated, and there are 4 updates every single year to the area. So there's a winter, spring, summer, and fall update, and a lot of people they don't want to spend the money, so they end up using old technology. I don't want to spend $80 to do the updates, and unfortunately, you end up getting these old GPS units. Like Guy mentioned, there might not be a road that's there. This makes it so simple. Because it's connected to your cell phone, it automatically checks for those updates. And when the update's available, it shows you that it's readily available. And then you just click on a button, and it's going to automatically download and install all those right there. And there's also that junction view I was just talking about, where it's telling us we're going to have to get ready to get on the right lane. So it's showing us what the road looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes of traffic tells us to stay on that right side. So now, this is something that, a long time ago, we used to use our cell phone, and you try to use your cell phone doesn't have this type of turn-by-turn navigation. It just gives you that overhead view. Well, we've got that overhead view, and now we're showing you that live junction of exactly what's going on. I'm gonna go back to my home screen just for a second. Do you see that little button right there? See where it says settings? Do you see where it gives me the update? It's actually telling me, there's a little down arrow. It's telling me there's an update available in our Tampa area. So it's not even something that I have to proactively go out and do. Kai tells me, hey, there's an update available. I click on it. Takes you about an hour to download, but now you have all the latest points of interest. And we talk about those points of interest. What that is just areas or things that are in your area that you're interested in. It could be schools, could be businesses, could be a gas station, could be the post office, could be an ATM. Whenever you need it, there are millions and millions and millions of points of interest that are on here, and all you have to do is click on it. You can go to, if you want to go for a bowling alley, try to find a bowling alley here. Let's pick on this one right there. I click on the go button, and then let's set it to a new route. And now it's going to automatically take where we are. It calculates everything. And now it gives me that turn by turn. This is the other thing I love. It also tells me what miles, what's the speed is supposed to be. It gives me the speed limit of the area. Tells me how long it's going to take for me to arrive. Because it gives you those live traffic updates. Do you ever get on the highway and you're like, oh, the highway should take me 30 minutes, but then there's an accident.
Sure.
Or then there's a traffic jam. And then it tells you when there's that accident and traffic jam, it tells you now when you're going to arrive at your destination.
Right.
So now you never, if somebody's waiting on you, you can say, hey, I'm going to be 10 minutes late, a little traffic on the highway, I'll be there as soon as I can.
It takes all that into account, so it processes that. So it's actually doing some thinking for you, which is really nice, because when you're on the road, you probably have enough things to deal with. Another thing that I think I stress on, and it's probably more important than anything else as far as this versus a cell phone, is the safety factor.
Oh, absolutely.
When you use, and you know this, and you know, and you can pretend you don't, but you know, a lot of times when you're using your GPS on your phone, you're using it sort of in a dangerous way.
Absolutely.
You either have it sort of, pigeonholed over here in a corner, or you have it leaning over here, you're trying to stick it there. Maybe you got one of those hook and loop things and you're trying to stick it. It's bouncing all over the place, and it's not safe. You actually have to pay attention to it more than you do the road. And I think that's always going to be dangerous. What's nice about this is this can become a fixed part of your car when you attach it, but you can also take this and move it from vehicle to vehicle. So if you are renting a car somewhere, take this with you.
Yeah.
It works with any car. You just plug it in and it's good to go because it works in the world. It's a global positioning system.
Right.
So you can utilize it for that, but it also stays where it's supposed to be because of the suction cup mount. So you can simply glance over, you know how you're doing, and still keep your eyes on the road at the same time. So for me, it's a great option. It's a great opportunity. Anybody that you know, maybe you've got kids that are in college or going to college, and Danny will be going to college next year. Having a GPS is just crucial for them. And a lot of kids that don't have brand new cars, because a lot of new cars come with GPS, but a lot of them that don't, they really rely on this, and people truly love it. We're going to go to our phones while we can. And let's say hi. Who do we have out there today? It's Sharon.
Sharon.
Oh, I didn't see it. Hi, Sharon. Welcome into HSN.
Thank you.
Did you just pick this? Did you just pick this up,
we
Sharon?
had an old GPS of Garmin, but when we were flooded out through Hurricane Florence,
Okay.
we got out just in time, and we didn't even take enough clothes with us to my daughter's in Raleigh, and we had to wait 5 days for them to get a road open enough for him to get down to our condo that was flooded.
Okay.
And he didn't have a GPS because it was so old.
Right.
It wouldn't have told him anything anyway.
Yeah.
And so when we went to Myrtle Beach, our old Garmin took us on this odd route, and I said, and he said, well, we need to get a new Garmin on. And I said, yeah, we need to get a new Garmin. And when I woke up this morning, I saw that it was the Garmin Smart GPS with voice commands. Well, I found last time that's in traffic for the amount of money it was. I mean, $129.99.
Yeah, it's $100 off, I know.
Pay of $26. I mean, you can't be that stick.
No, I know. It's a ridiculous price break today, and I love, a lot of times, Sharon,
it's life-saving. It really is life-saving.
Well, we get these great deals after holiday too, where you can utilize it. But anyway, I appreciate. Thank you for that story. That's really typical of what we hear from people, is how it kind of pulled us out of the fire. Last minute we needed to do something. We needed to get somewhere. We needed to have updates. And boy, if you love it on a regular everyday day of the week, wait till you do have a storm, or wait till there's a flood somewhere, and you don't have an advisory that a road is closed, and you go through all the effort to get somewhere, and then you find out you got to turn around and go back because you weren't armed with the information. That's what this does. So it's great in any emergency, but it's also great just for fun, because a lot of the times you use it, it's to find an amusement park, it's to find a museum, a restaurant, a hotel, a beach, wherever you need to find. This is updated constantly.
It absolutely is.
So,
and it's constantly giving you this amount of information. It's telling us right here, there's a gas station, or on our route, there's an ATM if we need some cash. There's the next closest restaurant. You can see down below on the left side, tells me how fast I'm going. My wife loves it just for this reason alone, is that sometimes you're driving down the road, you're like, what's the speed limit? You don't see any speed limit signs. It tells you exactly right there what that speed limit is going to be. But then, like Sharon mentioned, she loves having the voice command, which is a great feature. And all you have to do is you now talk to your Garmin, hands-free. Watch this. Voice command. Find place. Starbucks. So she's finding all the Starbucks.
we have the volume
locations.
turned down on it right now, but you see how it's working.
2. Yes. So all it is, I just did the voice command. It takes me through.
And what's neat is
step
it
by
gives
step.
you a list of the different Starbucks that you need, or if it was the Waffle House or whatever. So hey, listen, you know what? Can we wait 30 minutes? Okay, then let's go to the one that's a little bit farther down the road. That's the kind of information, processed information that you get when you own a GPS, a true GPS, not one that's on your phone, and maybe not the old one that's in the car. Maybe you didn't even have it with a car. But remember, you can take these wherever you go. You can use these in pedestrian mode. You can put them on your bike, and you could be doing because here with the Pinellas Trail, you can be going 25 miles on a bike.
You can put it on your bike if you want to. And the great thing is, this is constantly being connected to the satellites up in the air. There are 24 satellites going around the Earth. With your cell phone, you're connected to cell towers. Sometimes it's not pinpoint accuracy, or if the cell tower goes down during a power outage,
which happens,
it doesn't.
If you don't get a signal,
your signal's dead.
You don't get a signal. What are you going to do? Whereas with global, you will always remember they come from up above.
Yeah.
They're not terrestrial.
Exactly.
we say. So they are up top coming down, so that's why you're always gonna have a better, clearer signal when it comes to that. And that's why we keep putting satellites up there, because it's working. Anyway, if you would like to grab this and also grab some Protection Plus, because, you know, who knows, you may drop this thing, crack it, whatever. We have that available through Square Trade, so if you would like to get into that, just click the little Protection Plus, adds a little bit of life to whatever it is you buy here. Joe, great job.
Thanks for having me.
Great job, and great price on that too.
Thanks, Aaron.
All right, we're gonna step away. When we come back, my friend Aaron Berger's got the most amazing computer. Hi, buddy. We've got that coming up in just a bit. And really quickly, you can utilize, if you've got Bluetooth on your computer or your tablet, you can utilize the Rhythm 2-pack of earbuds. Those are only $24.99. Best deal ever. A 2-pack for 50% off. You have your choice of colors. Everybody gets a black. Just remember, purple, blue, red, or the rose gold, which is the most limited right now if you want to pick those up. All right, so if you don't want to spend a ton of money on a computer, but you want all the great features, Aaron Berger's got something for you. Stick around. Be right back right after this. I don't know, should I sit? Aaron's sitting, so I was gonna sit.
I just got all
Let me see what I look like when I, oh no, look. Hi, everybody. Can I get a big boy chair, please? What is it? Look, I'm barely making over the,
I always feel so tiny out here with you, so it's kind of nice for a minute that I get to be like.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I will tell you this. We're gonna figure this whole thing out. First of all, it's good to see you. Happy New Year. I haven't seen much of you since holiday, and then I hurt my back like a week and a half ago.
Let me fix that chair for you.
I don't know what the problem is.
I got it.
But anyway, that's what we got Aaron. Aaron's fixing my chair.
You're gonna love that.
Did you jack it up for me?
I did. I got it.
So anyway, so I was out of commission for a little bit, but what the point I was bringing up about this computer, which I know you were behind me on it too, is the fact that a lot of people don't have $600 or $700 or $800 for a brand new computer, but they want a new one. You know, a lot of people are like, my old one is beat up, it's slow, it's not running properly. I'd really love a new one. And there's a lot of computers out there that are in that $300 to $400 price range, but you'll find that they're missing a lot of things.
Yeah.
What's nice about this is this has the features of the big boy computers without the big boy price.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, when you go down the line, well, first of all, the big boy names. So basically, it's Black Friday pricing. I mean, every year we try to do a computer for $399 on Black Friday. Well, obviously today isn't Black Friday, but it really is that kind of pricing. And when we go down the list of what's in this computer, first of all, the #1 computer manufacturer in America. So the best of the best when it comes to brands, you've got HP inside. The processor, this is an AMD processor. If you love graphics, if you love to stream on your computer, or if you love to be on Facebook and movies are popping up, or you love Netflix, or you love Hulu, or you like to watch HSN Live, you can see we are streaming HSN Live right now while we're talking to you. No pausing, no waiting, no hesitating, no buffering, none of that. It is quick, and that's because it's AMD processing inside. So AMD, that company that is known for its graphics processing. We'll certainly talk more about that in a minute. And the other big boy, this is Windows 10. So the latest version of the Windows operating system, Windows CE, which stands for Windows Creator Edition. Easier to use, Cortana built in, your menu built in. For those who, okay, sorry, a couple other things, and then I'll get into it. So Guy mentioned big boy featured without big boy prices. This is a huge example. I was hesitant to even tell Guy that this had backlit keys. It said so in my notes.
I assumed it didn't because of the price.
It never, I mean, literally, I asked my buyer, Chris. Chris has been our head buyer for computers at HSN for years. He's, forgotten more about computers than I'll ever know. And I said, hey, buddy, are we gonna have any other computers this year that have backlit keyboards? He said, Aaron, any brand outside of HP. See, HP does things for us that they don't do for anyone else because they're our #1 brand, right? He said, any brand outside of HP, we're looking at $1,000 to have a backlit keyboard. You've got a backlit keyboard here and an optical drive.
Look at an Apple computer, right? I mean, and one of the reasons I bought my Apple computer many, many years ago was that I fell in love with the fact that I could use it in dimly lit areas, and I'm talking about school libraries and things like that for a lot of you out there with kids. But even in my house, I don't have the house all lit up. Sure. I love it. I always say to you, you know what it's like the lights are on when you get home. You know what I mean? It's like you come in and you're like, it's something very familiar and comforting about having a lit keyboard and not having to stress to look at it. It's just one of the things in addition to the optical drive, which Aaron will talk to as well. But I wanted to quickly before, because he's got so much to talk about, I wanted to go through colors if I could. Can I do that first, Jared? I'm gonna, yeah, there they are. Wow, how magical that is. Okay, so if you want, it comes in silver, which is the closest to you. Then it comes in burgundy. It also comes in, that's our blue, and then it comes in sort of just a beautiful gold. It is loaded also with great software. Hundreds of dollars of software come along with this, and that's all preloaded. In addition to that, as we said, 4 gigs of RAM, a terabyte hard drive. If you buy it today, Aaron brought it in at $100 under HSN's regular price. Once again, they must have done this because they knew I hurt my back and they're trying to be nice to me because they gave everybody free shipping.
Trying to make it easy on you this morning.
Well, free shipping on everything.
Can't screw it up.
You don't usually see that right after holidays. You know, we try to have incentives for everybody out there, but it's free shipping. And my producer, Jared, just told me in my ear that if you want to get this for 9 months, instead of 6 months, because at 6 months you see it's $66, $67, it's only $44 and 44 cents. So that's what you pay per month, and you own it in 9 months. We do that on lots of different things, but mainly with, you know, fancier electronics, so the price is a little higher. If you don't have an HSN credit card, I suggest you get one of those too, because you'll get a discount there. So again, the point I brought up is that, like, let's take my mom, for instance. You know, my mom's in her 80s, and she may want a new computer, but she's not gonna go and spend $900 on a computer. Sure. She doesn't need that much storage. Right. She doesn't need all that, but she still would, I'm sure she would love the keyboard being lit. Yeah. She'd love to put a movie in when she wants to watch a movie. And
only 1/3 of new computers in the US have optical drive.
I guess they're trying to just cut the prices down.
They are, well, that's exactly right. I mean, a lot of us do cloud computing now, so we don't necessarily use them every day.
I like a disk drive.
When it's time to watch a movie, man, when it's time to burn. Oh, this is not just a player either. This is a burner as well. So you can burn movies, you can burn music, you can burn data. It is so much more convenient. I think we all want to have an optical drive. And here's the other key with this computer. It weighs 3.9 pounds. Wow. So you're not talking about a 7 or an 8 pound computer, even with an optical drive built in, even with a high definition webcam built in, even with backlit keys and every extra convenience built in, weighs 3.9 pounds. Battery life, 9+
That was my next
hours.
That was my next question, because I was going to say, whenever you reduce weight in a computer, 9 out of 10 times it's the battery.
You're right. That's
because
what
the battery is a heavy component, right?
Yeah.
Not in this case. This even has a couple of little tricks with the battery.
Oh, it does.
Right?
It does, yes.
I don't want to steal all your stuff.
No, thank you. Thank you for asking that.
There's some cool stuff.
And I always forget this for some reason, even though I love it. I have it on, I got a new HP about 1.5 years ago, and I just love it. Mine has backlit keys, which I'm telling you, I don't mean dramatic to be like dramatic, but
it's huge.
It will change your life. It really is that kind of thing. You'll just find that you use it all the time. And then the other thing is HP Fast Charge, I think is what you were referring to. Exactly. So what HP Fast Charge means is your computer has about a 9-hour battery life, okay? So really long battery life. It will charge to 50% full in only 45 minutes.
That's crazy.
So 4.5 hours of battery life in here, and it doesn't take 2 or 3 hours for that charge. It takes 45 minutes, and then not very long for it to charge all the way to its full 9-hour battery life either. A beautiful screen, the #1 selling screen size in America. This is the 15-inch screen. I tell you what, so something you need to know. This is, as you can see up there, this is our first big sale of the year. You know, we do this great big blowout sale on the first holiday weekend of the year. This airing right now with Guy is the only scheduled airing of this computer for the entire weekend. I have about 10 electronic shows. We're selling a lot of electronics this weekend. Great stuff. We're gonna have a Fire Cube, and I'm gonna have a tablet, I'm gonna have a printer. The only airing that I have of a computer that has a full terabyte hard drive is right now with Guy. If you like to be able to download a lot to you, in fact, let's show you guys. What's a terabyte mean? How much can you download on a terabyte hard drive? That's kind of like your closet space. It's how much you can store on your computer. You can store about 250 hours of high definition video, which translates to about 1,000 hours of standard definition video. You can store about 320,000 photos, 1/3 of a million photos on your computer. You can store about 18,000 hours of music on your computer, so 200,000 MP3 files. So again, in a computer that weighs almost nothing, that weighs 3.9 pounds and has a 9-hour battery life, you're talking about a huge amount of storage.
It really is, and that's why we said, you know, you're not wanting for anything when you get this. A lot of times when you scale down to a computer and you get either a smaller size or you get less hard drive or any of that stuff, you feel like you're losing something, but you're not going to. This is gonna be your everyday great computer, whether you're getting a new computer for work or for school or for just for home. I like this one also to bridge the gap between home and work and school and whatever too, because it's lightweight. It has a great battery life. This is a wonderful travel computer. Think about it, if you're going cross country, across, you know, intercontinental or whatever, and you're going to Europe and you need 6 or 7 hours of battery life, it's nice to know that you have that and then some. So you're not worrying about trying to find, you know, the plug and having to hook the thing up the whole time and waiting for it to charge. If you do, it only takes 45 minutes to charge the thing halfway. So that's 4.5 hours of charge on 45 minutes. My computer at home, and I will be honest, I have an Apple that's about 5 years old, takes about 2 hours for a full charge, and it lasts about 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's what I get, okay? Now, I love that computer. It's smaller than this, and the reason I bought it twofold, or threefold, actually, I wanted to try an Apple. I love the backlit keys. It still has the optical drive, but the fact that it was smaller, it's the 11.6, I think is what it was, because I wanted to travel with it. I wanted to take it with me. This, I think probably weighs about the same. Probably so. Because the battery in mine is heavier. But this is a bigger screen, lighter weight. It's thinner than the Apple that I have, okay? Even though the Apple does make thinner ones. But this is pretty close to the thin profile of the Apple computer.
This is what we call a thin and light computer.
Without being $1,300.
Without, oh yeah.
Did I forget that?
You could buy 4 of these.
I know.
Well, it's amazing how technology moves ahead.
Sure.
Like you said, you know, your computer's about 4 years old. You know, computers change. Look how thin, again, a 3.9 pounds, an optical drive, so built in and ready to go when you want to watch a movie or listen to music or any of those things. You know what I'd love to do? My computer is plugged into your television, so we're going to hop into my computer right now. Hi. So that's my computer. We've got a bunch of things that are kind of up and running and going on my computer. By the way, I just opened this computer back up. Instant on, instantly back on, instantly, but you know, streaming HSN Live. Again, no pausing, waiting, or hesitating. I want to show you guys what I've got going on here because we talk about 4 gigs of RAM, and this is a good way for me to kind of show you that. So 4 gigabytes of RAM means that your computer can multitask better, can multitask more intelligently. RAM is important for a couple things. For running multiple programs, and let's see, right now I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 programs up and running at one time. So, you know, I'm giving the computer plenty to do. The other really important thing with RAM is it helps with upload speeds and download speeds. I've got a question for you. Is your computer ever slow on the internet? Do you ever think, man, the internet's slow today? The internet's not slow today. The internet is really a pretty constant speed, particularly, you know, if you have high speed or a cable line or whatever, the internet's quick. If your computer is slow, it's because you either don't have the right processor or you don't have the right amount of RAM. With an AMD processor, the #1 graphics processor, we'll talk more about that and we'll show you some videos on it even in a minute. With the AMD processor and with 4 gigabytes of RAM, you can see for yourself, you're multitasking, whether you're live streaming like we are right now, you know, webcasting, whether you're, look at this. This is a 3-dimensional, program that's included, by the way, and we'll also show you, we include hundreds of dollars, I think it's right at $300 of additional software and services. This is built in, this 3-dimensional editing program that I have is built in, it's called Paint 3D, it's super fun to use. It's part of the Windows 10 experience, which I think you will just absolutely love. It's an absolute pleasure. And then what else do I have going on here? I've got Netflix up and I have, oh, you know what, I want to tell you guys about something. You see what this is that I have up? Hang on, let me pull this up. This is called Net Reset, and I want to spend just a minute telling you guys about it. This is one of the coolest programs, or excuse me, coolest devices we have ever had. In fact, you know what? I'll just show it to you live real quick if you don't mind. If you want to increase the speed of your internet in your house, 24%. 24%.
That's a big deal.
So if you want your computer, and I'll show it to you guys live if that's all right, because I think it's even easier to see. You plug your modem into one side, you plug your router into the other side, and this resets your modem and your router every night, which the FBI, by the way, recommends that we do to keep ourselves safe from foreign actors invading our routers. Routers can get viruses. This protects it. But what it comes down to is you plug this into the wall, you plug your modem in here and your router in here, and everything in your house, your computer, your tablet, your smartphone, your security system, your Arlo, they're all 24%, like it says it right on the side, 24% faster. It's not a monthly service. You buy it once and use it once. I just wanted to recommend that. I think it is one of the most exciting electronics we've had in years.
I've hemmed and hawed about getting this dang thing, and everybody is telling me about it, how good it is.
Awesome.
Because I kept thinking maybe I need to buy a new router, and everybody was like, well, before you do that, why don't you try this? Because a router you can go and spend $200 on. And you get the free router from the cable company, which, by the way, sucks.
Right.
Even they even say it's kind of a crappy router.
And it still needs to be reset every night.
They charge you every month for that router, like whatever it is. Try that. I agree. I really, really want to try it. It's one of the things
great product.
I keep forgetting to do it. But 25% faster, that's a big deal.
It's substantial.
Add that up over the amount of time you'd save in a year.
Substantial.
Waiting for this guy to boot up.
Yeah, great point.
Good. All right. So you can grab that too. But if you're just joining us, we're talking about this laptop computer. I started the presentation by saying, listen, if you're looking for a great computer, but you don't want to spend a lot of money. And I know, trust me, I can spend your money for you here. If you want to, I can take you on a tour of some beautiful computers. I got all kinds of great computers. I got Apple computers, got iPads, got everything, all that stuff. It all depends on where you're at in your situation and in your life, okay? I'm not gonna hammer anything down your throat. You make your own choice, but we are all about having choices. Just like us, Amazon, QVC, everybody, we're all about choices. So what we're trying to do is give you something that works where you're at. And I said before, if you still want all the performance stuff of a great computer, but you don't want to spend a ton of money. You don't need 2 terabyte hard drive. You don't need 8 gigs of RAM. You're this, you're that. But you want one that's going to be great for the rest of your days, whatever they may be, or the rest of your college days or whatever. You can steal one here for $100 less than our regular price. It is our Black Friday coming out early here, right? First big sale of the year, and I get to work with Aaron. One good thing about working mornings, I always get the first shot with Aaron usually before stuff comes up over the weekend while we still have it. But this is a great price point. It's super thin. It has the not only a backlit screen, but it also has the backlit keyboard, which means you can see the keys at night. They light up like little street lights underneath, and they illuminate your keys. You have a 9-hour battery, which is, that's one of the biggest battery lives I've ever seen here, if not the biggest. I think we do 10 hours on some tablets. That's about it. A high definition display, again, enough hard drive and enough RAM to be able to cover you. Windows 10, AMD, HP, those 3 great brands. It has an optical drive, which means you can put movies in this and you can watch movies. Now, that may be a little old school for people, but for me, it's like, I can't always stream, but I can always put a movie in this.
When you're in an airplane, when you're in the backseat of a car, sometimes a lot of us have programs that we still use.
You're not feeling well and you're in your bed.
It's just great.
You're just like, I wish I could put a movie in.
It's great. I mean, how many, we all have DVDs.
Yeah,
I mean, some of my favorite movies I still have on DVDs.
It's a free DVD player.
It's a free, well, and the other thing, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm going to give you all a tour of the computer. I don't have another DVD player in my house. I use my computer because what I do is I put my CD in here. Or my DVD in there, and then I plug the computer into the television. This has an HDMI port on it, which is a really nice upgrade. You know, a couple of years ago, I was configuring a computer for myself, kind of going down where you can list, what you want, what you want. It was $150 just for the HDMI port. So HDMI port lets you send high definition video, high definition audio with one cable to your television. Here's an Ethernet port, so if you want to do high speed networking or plug in a T1 line or anything like that, there are 3 USB ports, 2 on this side, 1 on this side, and I'll tell you the most important thing about this USB port is that you get Viper Advanced Antivirus, plug it in and protect your computer. Viper Advanced Antivirus is our antivirus solution at HSN. It's this version is great. It's 6 licenses, so it's 3 advanced security licenses and 3 Identity Shield licenses. It protects 3 computers for the life of 3 computers. You only pay for it one time. See, that's the key with Viper, is you don't repay for it to renew itself every year. It stays up to date for the life of 3 computers. Usually when we sell Viper, we usually sell like 5 or 6 licenses.
Just gonna say, I like
so
this
it's usually $80 or $90.
Maybe more than you need.
Yeah, this is just an easier barrier point of entry to get in, quite frankly.
And you're talking about being covered for life on those 2, which is really, really great.
In fact, and we're not the only ones that think that. We are down to red and purple. We started with like 10 color, doesn't matter what color, but you pop it in your computer, let it load, take it out, and you're done.
You should get all this stuff. I'd get the Viper, I would get the net reset.
That's a great start over.
Well, it really is, especially if you have a new computer. Your new computer out of the gate is going to be faster anyway, but it doesn't take very long for it to slow down.
That's
Visit
right.
a couple of weird sites, have
Viruses,
something, virus, blah,
malware.
blah, blah, and all of a sudden you're like, whatever happened to that brand new car I was driving? Now it's so slow. These are ways to be able to do that. Remember, your computer, it absorbs things, okay? It's not Teflon, it's gonna absorb things. It's hard to get away from that, but there are ways that you can keep it running smoothly, and those are actually 2 different ways you can do it. If you wanna get this, item number 654492, even though the screen says 6667 on your FlexPay, if you have an HSN credit card, or get one today, and you can get approved same day, we will not only take more money off because you get a discount on your first purchase, but it also allows you to spread the payments out another 3 months. It's what we call VIP, which is what you become. And so rather than 6 months at 66, you pay 9 months at 44 and change. So it drops it down dramatically. And that could be all the difference for a lot of people.
Sure.
You know what? Okay, that's about a tank of gas. I guess I could swing that. And I really was hoping to get a new computer. A lot of people wanted a computer for Christmas, didn't get it. They're a little more expensive than a lot of other gifts. This is a way to be able to invest a little bit of money in yourself. And when you get it, you'll love it. If you come down to the front of the table, I'll show you the colors that we have available for you one more time. That beautiful clean silver color is closest to you. Then there's purple. I think we're calling that burgundy, excuse me. I also have it in blue. And then the last is just gold. Really pretty cool. And that's another nice thing about shopping with us is that you do get choices. When you go to regular retail, they don't stock a lot of colors. It costs them more money, especially to put samples out. So you may find 1 or 2, sometimes 3 colors, but you'll rarely find 4, 5, or 6 like we do with a lot of our computers. So and let's face it, look at this, for example, look at this burgundy. How slick would that be in a work environment?
I love that color.
That is
that's
dressy.
Probably my favorite color.
It matches both my shirts and Aaron's as well. It's pretty close. But I mean, it's nice to have the choice because you're spending $400 or $500 on anything. It'd be like, I'd like to get the color.
And you want something unique, right? You want something that you love to use every day. I tell you what you'll love is having AMD built in. So
why are they so special? Because I know they do don't they combine stuff under the hood? You taught me that years ago.
They do. I'm gonna tell you guys about it in a minute. It's called an accelerated processing unit. Just before that though, just because we have a video ready, AMD is special for a lot of reasons. They power the Boeing Dreamliner. All the graphics that the pilots see. If you're in Times Square, if you were in Times Square for January 1st, all the billboards in Times Square, they are a graphics processing company. All of the standalone gaming, or a lot of the standalone gaming stations, the PlayStation and the Xbox, they power those. And so what we're saying is, if you like to watch movies, if you like to play games, if you like to stream on your computer, if you like to be on multimedia, or you like to be on social media, this is a great processor. This is what Guy was just talking about, that CPU and that APU. What this is describing is, see, most computers have 2 different chips, okay? They have a graphics processor that thinks about the graphics, but then there are 3 processes for it to get to the central processor and get it on the screen. So there's usually 3 steps from thinking about it to get it on the screen, only in AMD computers, and that's what this is. You really should try this. Before you buy more of a computer than you need, before you spend more on a computer, get this home and try it, and you'll see the difference in having an accelerated processing unit. The central processor and the graphics processor are 1. So instead of having 3 steps from thinking about it to getting it on the screen, It happens basically instantaneously. And that's why AMD is so well known the world over, why the Boeing trusts them to run the graphics that their pilots see on their airplanes. It is from its larger hard drive, full terabyte hard drive, more RAM so that we can multitask. You can multitask more on this. Maybe you'll have your Viper antivirus up and running and you'll be streaming at the same time. If you're using Net Reset, which we strongly recommend, you'll be running your whole system, your entire internet in your house will be 24% faster. I think that this computer is for those of us guys who use our computers every day, for email, for gaming, for staying in touch with the ones we love, for getting our work done, for getting our play done, for school, this is a fabulous computer.
It's a great buy, so take advantage of it. It's, as we said, it's our first big sale of the year, so if you want to grab something that's really going to make a difference, and again, not break the bank, which is a big deal. We tried to balance it so it's like, okay, it's got the features you want, it's got the battery life, it's got all the other bells and whistles, but still, it's not gonna kill you to make those flex pays. So anyway, thank you, Mr. Ehrenberger.
Really my pleasure. Thank you, guys.
All right, stick around, everybody. We got some cool, clever solutions come up, and then we're gonna run into the kitchen. We got cool stuff there. It's all coming up right after this. Stick around.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
About one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should something go wrong. And portable electronics feature accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their